Hey there guys, it's Tina and I'm back. And I am so excited for this video, guys. First of all, it is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to you. I know this will be posted after Valentine's Day, but I hope you had a great day nonetheless. It is also launch day for my ODEN'S collaboration. It is round 2 with the legendary Diversa collection. I am a part of a trio of great content creators. Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner and also Judy. I will leave them linked below. But today is launch day, so if you're interested in our new collaborations or new palettes and lip products, then definitely click the links down below. But for this video, that's not what we're talking about. We're actually getting ready to go out, and I figured I could do this look with you guys and chat a little bit about what's going on, try out some new products. So I have the new Kosas BB Burst, yes, tinted gel cream, as well as the new L'Oreal True Match Radiant Serum Concealers. I have the new blush liquid blushes from Juvia's place. What else did we try out? Oh yeah, I do have a new skincare product from Glow Recipe. Other than that, we're just gonna play in makeup, apply this eyeshadow. The palettes I am wearing on my eyes are from Blend Bunny Cosmetics, so I just got these and I wanna try them out with you guys, hence the colorful look. So if you wanna hang out with me, get ready, chat a little bit and play in some new makeup, then let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright guys, so as usual, we're doing what? Starting off with a clean, freshly washed face. I did fill in my eyebrows and I applied my eyeshadow primer and base. You know what I'm using, right? Tell me. It's the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. And on my lids, I also applied my MAC Lane Low Paint Pot. Alright, I'm gonna start out with skincare because I just washed my face, like I said. I feel a little bit dry, but also we have this new essence to try out from Glow Recipe. First time I saw this, I was automatically drawn in because Glow Recipe always gets me as they're getting all these 11 and 12-year-olds. These tweens are chasing Glow Recipe, and you know what? I can't blame them because I personally love Glow Recipe. The packaging, the colors that they use, they're bright and fun and bold, and I love it. I love it, okay? So I totally get what's going on with Gen Z and Gen Alpha. I get it. I understand completely. So this is the Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. First of all, Cloudberry. Oh, you had me at the name. I can't. All right. So this is a toner that's meant for dry, combination, and normal skin. Not necessarily for oily skin. I have oily skin, but you know, I'm still participating. It says it's a concentrated essence toner formulated with cloudberry, a superfruit rich in vitamin C, and powerhouse antioxidant CoQ10. I love vitamin C. I want some CoQ10. It says it addresses dryness, dullness, and uneven texture. I'm all about it. Like, tell me more. Cloudberry concentrate is fermented for enhanced absorption and efficacy and is also packed with vitamins. Should I do the little drip thing that you see people do? This is so, oh my God, I don't want to. I'm gonna, yeah, that was just, it would have been too much. So it's an essence, so it's very liquidy. It's almost like straight up water. It's like a more viscous, am I using that word right? I had to look it up because that word is tricky. So a more viscous liquid is thicker. So yeah, it's more viscous than water, but essentially it is a toner that is gonna be water-like, right? Toners are meant to be applied before the rest of your skincare. It's like the step after washing because it's the most lightweight step. So it goes before your serums and your moisturizer. And this feels, it feels like surprisingly hydrating, but it doesn't feel sticky. Let's see. I mean, it's getting a little stickier, but it's not really too tacky at all. It still feels very lightweight. So as I was saying, the cloudberry concentrate, right? It's also packed with vitamin C and E to visibly brighten and hydrate skin. Coenzyme Q10 is a powerful, highly biocompatible antioxidant that visibly strengthens skin while synergizing with the active ingredients in your routine, boosting the benefits you see. I love that. So this is kind of a booster serum as well. That's what it's touted as. So it's going to improve the absorption of your other skincare. So if you use serums, again, use it before your serums, and it helps them to absorb a little bit more. So you will see the benefits a little bit more. That's what they're claiming. It also has glycerin 5% and rice water to seal in moisture, hydrate, and nourish the skin. Okay. So there's a consumer use study with 33 participants. After 2 weeks, 90% said this product made their serums more effective. How would you know that? How would you truly know that? Whatever, I'm still running with it because it feels nice and it looks cute. It doesn't really have a fragrance. I wish it did. I wish it did. I am a fragrance lover when it comes to my skincare. If it's fruity, if it's fresh, I'm all about it. I don't like a perfumey scent, but give me a fruit. Like, come on. And I wish this smelled more like tangerines or something. But I don't know, maybe the cloudberry fruit doesn't have a strong fragrance. Okay, so water, glycerin. The cloudberry fruit extract is the third ingredient. I love to see it. So that means they're really using it. They also have the cloudberry seed oil, also high in the ingredient list. Collagen amino acids, oat amino acids. Oat is really good for your skin from what I can tell. Rice bran. Oh my God, all these little ingredients are captivating me. I am in, wait, molasses. That sounds a little interesting. Citrus lemon peel oil. So there are quite a few oils and like essences in this. So if you're sensitive to any citrus ingredients, then be mindful of this product. But feels good, feels good. All right, I'm gonna just use that as my moisturizing barrier. And I'm going to go in with my primer of choice. Oh my God, tell me why they discontinued this primer. I tried to go and buy a backup because that's me. If I love something, I need a duplicate so I can have to travel with, because I'm gonna leave this in my collection so I can use it the day of travel, but also like pack it in my bag. So I wanna have two. When I went to get a second one of these, oh my God, it was discontinued. They replaced it with another version that I think is meant to be more universal. So not just a mattifier, but it's meant to also smooth. I don't know. I'll try it out. But this one I love because it definitely mattifies the skin. It holds my makeup in place and helps extend the wear of my makeup. So boom. Oh, did I tell you what it is? It's the Estée Lauder, the Mattifier Shine Control Perfecting Primer and Finisher. Doesn't matter because you can't get it anyway, but here we are. All right, eyeshadows. So today is Valentine's Day. I don't know if I'm gonna post this video on Valentine's Day, but either way, it is Valentine's Day and it is launch day for my collection with ODEN'S. Oh my God. So ODEN'S is doing a legendary Diversa 2 collection with the 3 original collaborators. I am one of those collaborators. I created the Earth Wood palette. I already have a launch video. I have 3 looks. You can check it out. I also did some shorts with lip swatches in case you wanted to get the lip collection, because there are lip products included with this collection this time around. And I love my palette so much. There she, oh my God. This is the, this is the sample version, right? So we've been working on this since last year. So it's been in the works and this is my prototype. Look how messy she is. Oh my God, don't look at her. And the thing is, since this is a prototype, the names are all wrong. So they posted pictures on their Instagram with the wrong names and people are like, hold on. Why does it have the old names from an old palette? And it's like, oh crap, so they didn't use the real palette to do the pictures. My goodness. But rest assured that the actual palette, and let me grab mine, I've been kind of saving it in pristine condition so I can do like videos and up close views of the palette in a pristine, crisp condition. So the actual palette has the right names. And don't you love this? Oh, the artwork. I love this artwork so much. And when they sent me this artwork, I was still selecting some of the shades. So I made sure to include a couple of shades, even though I already had the lavenders and purples. I included those for the lignum vitae tree, which is the tree of life, right? What this whole palette is centered around. The fauna of Jamaica, the resilience and strength of the people. Either way, it's earth wood, right? So I have earthy tones with the tans, the browns, but also the purples for the blossoms of the lignum vitae tree. And then the greens, of course, for the foliage, right? But this Pop of Color Life was a last minute addition because I saw the palette, the color story, and one of the lip shades that I picked out was a bright coral. I'm like, oh my God, I want to tie everything together. I'm going to include this Life shade, and my best friend said that she's been using Hibiscus from the Hummingbird palette as a blush shade. So I'm like, oh my God, this is so perfect because now Life can be that blush shade in the palette. Plus, it syncs up with the color story of the packaging, the beautiful Hibiscus, and it still coordinates with the purples, the lavenders, and the greens. I'm just like, oh my God, everything came together so well for this palette. I am so happy with it. I'm so excited, and I am so glad with how the launch is going, how the announcement went. You guys are so supportive. I love it so, so much, and I don't know if you've seen me hinting at this collaboration for a while. There are a lot of butterflies on the packaging, and there are a lot of butterflies in my closet. I have a butterfly tattoo. It's a whole thing. I'm just so in love. Okay, but we're not using that palette today. I'm gonna give it a rest because I don't want you guys to just get inundated with my palette, my collaboration, and I don't use anything else. So today, let me zoom out a little bit. Why am I so close? Hold on. So I wanna use some new palettes in my collection that I picked up from Blend Bunny. So they finally had some more stock of the Blends palette. They just had like a few and they were like, order now. And I'm like, say no more, I'm gonna order it. So I picked up the Blends palette. My God. So this is the original palette that launched the brand, and the whole idea with this palette is that you'll have shades that you can use to blend out any look. You'll create a gradient from any of these tones because you have light, medium, and deep shades of all these colors in the palette, right? And they're colorful columns. So each of these columns we have, well, not really, right? Because if you look at it, it's like a green trio, a yellow trio, an orange, then we have some reds, then you have pinks, purples, blues, lighter teal blues, and then a row of neutrals. Either way, you're meant to create a gradient because even in, like, look at the purple trio, light, medium, deep. You get it? And then the blue beside it, light, medium, deep. So you're meant to create a gradient, which is how I apply my eyeshadows as well. I build and create gradients. We also have the Surge palette. I didn't pick this up originally, and I said, since I'm making a second order, let me grab it. So this palette is laid out in the same way conceptually with the light, medium, and deep shades, but it's not really done in any organized. Well, it's a little organized. Well, yeah, it is. So you have each of the columns. So lime green, tealy deep, like sooty, more like murky teals, if that makes sense. And then purples, reds, pinks, orangey tones, like a olivey army green thing, some neons, which is why I wanted this palette, and then a row of shimmer. All right, that coordinates with each of the rows. So each column is a color story. So I'm gonna use this palette because I have a dress. Let me show you the dress. Here it is, and I have a video trying on all these outfits. I will also link it once it goes live, but here's this beautiful dress that I'm inspired by because that's what I'm wearing for Valentine's Day. I'm going out, not for dinner. It's like a late lunch because one, the reservations for dinner for all these restaurants, they're booked up, okay? They have no availability, but they do have late lunch availability, which I prefer to eat earlier anyway. And this way I get home at night and I can relax and chill out, right? Here's the funny thing. My mom texted me. She's like, oh, I'm cooking because, you know, your brother and his family's coming over and blah, blah, blah. Are you coming over? And I'm like, no. She's like, I know you're going out in the daytime, but at night, no, mommy. I'm tired. It's Wednesday. It's a weeknight. Like, what are we talking about? She's like, no, you can come. Mommy, let me tell you something. I don't need to see you every day. Like, my mom wants to see me every weekend, every single weekend. And I'm like, no, I have things to do. You're retired, you're not working, but I am working and my free time is limited. So when I get my free time, I want to relax. So I might still go look for her because she lives down the street. It's fine. It's fine. I'll still go see her for Valentine's Day. It's cute. It's whatever. But I'm not spending like the whole time over there, and I'm not going to eat because I'm going to eat early, right? And I don't eat a ton anymore. All right. enough yapping, let's jump into this palette. By the way, thank you guys so much for the support. I didn't even say that. I meant to say that, like I'm so all over the place. But thank you guys so much. You guys are so amazing. I love the reception of the palette. You guys seem to love the color story. It's a little bit more muted than the Hummingbird palette because that was the intention. I wanted it to be a little bit more approachable, right? I know people love the Hummingbird palette, but it was colorful. And a lot of people were kind of shy when it came to that color story. Even though I know a lot of you are sad you missed out. You had like a lot of time to get that Hummingbird palette, so kind of sorry, but at the same time, like you had a ton of time, so they're not restocking it. I know people have asked, they're not restocking it, okay? They are selling this new collection, and if you're interested, I hope you will get it. And it's a limited edition collection, so once it sells out, it sells out, and I am sorry about it, but it's the name of the game with collaborations. They can't keep it for an extended period of time. They make enough stock that they think will sell based on like the interest and based on historical numbers. So I hope you guys can get your hands on it if you're interested, but if you don't, I'm so sorry. But there's nothing we can really do about it. It's not my brand, right? I don't have a say in like what they do. Hopefully you guys can still get your hands on it because I feel like ODEN'S does a good job of keeping the collection around long enough with enough stock. So if you're interested, you'd be able to get it. Like the Hummingbird palette was around for over 6 months. So you should have been able to pick it up if you're interested, unless you discovered it later, which it's just sorry about it, right? But that's just the name of the game. But you had 6 months and they had the stock for the full 6 months. So I'm sorry, but let me get into this palette. All right, this look. So the main color in the dress is orange. Like I'm not gonna do a full orange dress, but I do like to coordinate with my outfit. So there's pinks, blues, oranges. So we're going to kind of navigate that color story and go with it. I'm gonna do a little neon, all right? So let's grab the shade Power in the Surge palette. It's not even showing how neon that is. So it's like a neon orange. Let's see. These tend to be kind of pigmented, so I'm just picking this up very lightly on my brush. Oh yeah, that's what I want. So this is an E29 brush from Rose & Ben. These brushes, I've been enjoying them. It's nothing too special. It's a standard blending brush, right? The shape of it, it's synthetic hair, but I love the handles. They're long, they're tapered. They feel comfortable in the hands and I've just been enjoying them. But it's also a new addition to my collection. So, you know, you always gravitate to the new and shiny in your collection. That color, she's pretty. Let me turn down this exposure. Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit better. What do you think? So what do you guys think about these kids in Sephora, like wreaking havoc? Like they are going crazy in Sephora. And like I said, I kind of understand it with some of the products, but you need to understand that these kids are following the trends that they're seeing from their favorite content creators on TikTok. I mean, that's their source of entertainment. My niece sits on YouTube the whole time. She's on the child content, but even on the children content, which mind you, wait a minute, she's watching my videos, which is not suitable for kids. So she must be on her father's account because she just takes anybody's phone. She has her own iPad. But she's just taking anybody's phone, her mom's phone, and she's just watching YouTube because she loves watching my videos, right? Every time I see her, she turns on one of my videos and she starts snickering and I'm like, Chelsea, I see you. All right, let's go in with Barley. Barley is like a matte tangerine from the Blends palette. It's a little bit more muted, a little bit more on the tangerine side, which I actually really like. So the neon shade is a little bit brighter, like a coral, because it has some pink to it, while this Barley shade is a little bit more on the orange, very yellow toned side. Yes. So yeah, the kids are just looking at TikTok. They aren't going to the park as much, which we used to do as kids. They aren't outside as much. And let's be for real, they grew up during COVID. I mean, that was a good, what, 2 years of their lives indoors. They don't interact socially that well anymore. So they're at home, they're watching all these devices, their parents are busy, so they leave them literally to their own devices, and these kids are watching social media. That's all they're watching, right? So of course they're gonna get caught up in these skincare routines, and then the marketing of a lot of these brands has shifted to colorful, bold, and bright. So it's very inviting to a child's mind. It's inviting to me. Like, come on, like, how can you not expect the kids to be drawn in? And kids are easily influenced, which is why YouTube adjusted their requirements for content geared towards kids, right? They're very strict requirements to determine if your content is okay for kids, right? Because kids are easily influenced. Do you remember when we were growing up and you would watch cartoons on Saturday morning, right? And during those cartoons that they know are geared towards kids, you would have all the commercials with like the Nerf guns and the colorful like Play-Doh and the little spiral. Remember that spiral thing? What the hell was that? And all of these like fun toys, and they really like amped them up, and everybody wanted the toy. Like, we all wanted the toy. All right. Let's grab a deeper shade. Ooh, I just dug my finger into that. That's fine. Let's use the deeper orange Enigma. This is a smaller blending brush. But yeah, we were drawn in by those commercials, and we would try to get our parents to buy these products. And that's what these kids are doing now. But instead of having those commercials that are airing during child programming on TV, you know, like on the Disney Channel, now the products are being pushed to the kids by social media, and the kids are following their favorite influencers and they're being influenced. So instead of toys, now they want skincare, because that was our big focus during COVID. We weren't wearing a lot of makeup. Makeup sales kind of went down a little bit, not that much, but we were wearing masks. So not a lot of people were focused on, you know, the makeup aspect, especially lip products. No one was wearing lip products. We could wear eyeshadow maybe because, you know, the eyes are still being seen, but we weren't wearing lip products necessarily, which is why all those lip launches kind of dwindled as well. But the focus shifted to skincare because you were taking care of your skin. You had time now, you were home, you could sit and luxuriate with your daytime, your nighttime routine. You were like pampering yourself. It was all about self-care, right? So the skincare interest amped up. It ramped up. There's so many skincare influencers now. Remember Hiram? That's when he really got popular. All right, should we use a purple? Or I feel like we should use a purple. All right, yeah, let's use Cavette in the Surge palette, which is a deep purple, but it's a little bit warmer. And by warmer, I mean like a little bit more red, so it will work a little bit better with like the orange tones. If it was a blue-based purple, it would kind of clash a little bit. So we're just using that to create a little bit of depth. There is a dark brown in the palette, a warm dark brown that could work too, but I want to use the purple because I want some color. I mean, it's coming off, once you blend it, it's going to come off as a dark brown because these colors, color theory guys, these colors are complementary colors or opposite colors. So you know how they say use orange to cancel out darkness or purple under eyes? That's what we're doing right now. We're kind of mixing the purple with the orange, which is going to neutralize both of the shades to a brown. That's what's happening. So let's just use the brown because I just created brown. So the brown shade is grunge. Let's grab that. So yeah, these skincare influencers really took off. The skincare industry was booming, and the kids are obviously going to be impacted. They want all these different skincare products and serums and actives, and I'm like, oh, you sweet summer child, you don't need any of this. Moisturizer and sunscreen should be your go-to, and even then, you can limit that too. You're still young, you're fine. And even then, you don't have to go overboard with having this crazy routine and this selection of products. A good moisturizer, a good cleanser, and your sunscreen. That's it. You don't need serums and actives, but I get it. They want to participate. When you were younger, you wanted to be grown too, right? You wanted to wear the heels. You wanted to wear the stockings. I don't know about you, but I used to dress up in my mom's heels, right? I wanted to put on the stockings and click around the house thinking I was grown, right? So they want to do that too. So I understand it. But of course, that's not where it ends, because these kids are now going to the malls, going into Sephora, and creating havoc with the displays because they're trying out the testers, they're touching everything, they're just knocking things over, and it's just a whole ordeal. So I get it. All right, now I'm gonna go in. Let me do this first and then I'll show you the shade. Yeah, so I've been inside my Sephora at my local mall and I see the kids. They're at the counter. They're going crazy, right? And the poor salespeople, the poor associates at Sephora, I'm sure they're just like, what is this? What is going on? Because the parents aren't necessarily with the kids because, as I said, the parents are busy and they probably just let their kids go into Sephora. They're 12, you know, so you're fine. And they want their independence and a little bit of freedom, so they let them go into the stores. They go into the stores unsupervised and it's just a mess. And then Sephora has a return policy, so they're buying all the products, trying them out, coming back, exchanging. They're making these crazy requests from their parents for gift cards, and it's just the whole thing because Christmas just passed, right? And the wish list, oh my god. Ooh, I want this Glow Recipe toner, and I want the Summer Fridays lip balm, and I want the Dior lip oil, and all those viral products is what they want. And I'm sure that is kind of aggravating for the sales associates. Okay, so what I just used was Signs, and we're gonna use, which one of these blues? Let's use Bubble Bath, that's nice. So this one is a blue, but, oh, yes. So yeah, I'm sure it's annoying, and these kids are spending all their money, so their Christmas money, their allowance, their lunch money, because these products are expensive. And I don't think it's necessarily the brand's fault, even though the brands have to take some accountability because they are also doing this very enticing packaging. Glow Recipe, Kosas, Summer Fridays, colorful, fun packaging. But I don't know if the intent was to make the products more appealing to kids. I don't think that was the intent. It's an unfortunate, we're fortunate for them because more profits, right? Corporations don't care about your feelings. So it was a fortunate / unfortunate consequence of them changing their packaging. But I think it was really for the clean beauty route. You know, they were trying to be a little bit more appealing instead of looking like medical, you know, so skincare, they made more colorful packaging and it appeals to a lot of us, but like I said, it appeals to the kids. I want that pink. So let's use Chase. So I'm gonna pop that on the center between the, oh my god, that's so good. So this is another Rose and Bend brush, but it's the E28. They don't have many eye brushes, so the E28 and the E29, but this one has more of a flat shape. Even though it's still a buffer brush, like a blending brush, it still has a little bit of a flatter design or profile, so you can use it to lay down shadows. Okay, my only problem with this is the outer V is looking a little bit choppy because we have like the purple, the brown. I was doing too much. So I'm going in with a dark purple now from the Blends palette instead. And oh, but the colors though, the whole concept, the idea that I'm going with, it's cute. I just have to, all right, I'm gonna tame how much I'm blending. Just don't over blend it. And with mattes, this is an all matte palette. The Blends palette, you want to be a little bit more careful with your looks because you can go zero to patchy real quick when you layer too many colors, and you don't want to blend too much. I think that's it. I'll fix up some stuff if I need to. All right, so for my face, I have this new BB cream. So it's not a foundation. Let me pull up the information. It's from Kosas, speaking of, right? This is their BB Burst. So BB Burst Tinted Moisturizer Gel Cream with Copper Peptides. I don't need all that information. What does it say? So this is their BB Burst Tinted Gel Cream. It's a tinted moisturizer, but they're saying it's a gel cream, which automatically I'm intrigued because I love a gel cream because I have oily skin, so I'm all about it. I picked this up because I love a skin tint. I've been loving skin tints. They're lightweight. They give me enough coverage because they're not your mother's tinted moisturizer where they're heavyweight. They're greasy. These are a little bit more friendly towards oily skin. So this says it's a clean tinted gel cream that's a fresh take on tinted moisturizer. It sure is. It delivers a refreshing burst of active skincare, light buildable coverage, and a smooth, hydrated, natural finish. So light coverage. All right, I'll accept it. Copper peptides support collagen to visibly plump and firm skin. Saccharide, isomerate, and sodium PCA smooth and hydrate and support the skin barrier. And zinc soothes sensitive skin and redness. I don't have any of that, but we're gonna use it. So they have some consumer studies here. Let me see. In a corneometer measurement after 4 weeks of use, hydration increased by 230%. I don't know what that measurement is. I'm gonna look it up. In visual grade in 50 women after 28 days, 100% of consumers saw increased smoothness and improved skin texture, and 100% agreed this product improved their bare skin. What? I am intrigued. All right, let's look up that corneo whatever measurement. A corneometer measurement is based on capacitance measurement of a dielectric medium, in this case skin. It uses fringent field capacitance sensors to measure the dielectric constant of the skin. The dielectric constant of skin will change with water content. That is factual. That is true. Listen, okay? I'm aware of these things. All right, so yeah, all right, that makes sense. So they tested the hydration of the skin. Is there more water in your skin pretty much from using this product? So, all right, let's go in with this. I picked up the shade 35 Medium Deep Warm Olive. All right, let's go in with it, right? You want to see what's going on. I'm going to use 2 pumps. Look at the packaging. Like I said, this is cutesy. Kosas used to be black packaging and now they're doing this cutesy fun yellow, and I'm just like, yep, of course the kids are interested, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I mean, we just have to exist with these kids. Oh my God. Oh. Ooh. It says for medium deep skin with warm olive undertones. Right. Warm olive. And that's what I am, really. Oh my God. That feels cooling. Why does it feel cooling? Gel cream. Gel cream, of course. It feels cooling upon application. Is that the smell? Is that? I feel like it has a little bit of a fragrance, but it's like a fruity fragrance. Let me look at the ingredients. Water, zinc oxide, oxyboxytoxy. Can you imagine? No, I don't see any. Well, this could be a fragrance. Lavandula stoicas extract. That sounds like lavender, and that's what it kind of smells like. A light lavender fragrance, which is actually really pleasant. I like that. I told you I like fragrance in my skincare, but I also like it in my complexion products. I don't care, fight me. Fight me. I don't mind fragrance in my makeup as long as it's light, as long as it's not overwhelming or like perfumey. So like Huda, no ma'am, your fragrance is extremely perfumey, but like Gucci is this light powdery fragrance. Glow Recipe has their fruity fragrances, and this Kosas smells like a light. It smells really nice. I like that. I like that lavender scent. Oh my God, it's new, it's different. Because it's not vanilla, it's nice. And as you can see, it doesn't give me full-on coverage. It just evens out my skin. It's not a medium, definitely light. And that's what they say, it's light coverage, which is fine. I actually like light coverage, believe it or not. I know I don't seem like it because I love medium coverage foundations, but I also like light coverage because it's easy to wear. It's easy for every day. I just even out my skin and I'm out the door, and it has skincare benefits. I will mess with it. But under my eyes, obviously I need more coverage, and then a little bit around my mouth. But I feel like this is an easy product to wear if you have decent skin. If you're looking for heavy coverage, this is not gonna be it. But if you're okay with a tinted coverage, which I think more people are into that more natural look now anyway, I think this might be good for you. The finish is definitely natural. It looks like my skin. In fact, it looks a little bit more hydrated, but not glowy or too dewy, which I appreciate. Again, oily skin, so I'm not trying to participate in all that glow, okay? I don't do that. All right, new concealer. So I picked up this new L'Oreal True Match Radiant Serum Concealer. If it says serum, I stay away, but this was on sale at CVS. It was buy one, get one 50% off. Plus I had a $2 off manufacturer's coupon, and you got $5 in extra care cash. It's almost like I got one for free. Like, that's what it boiled down to. And this is not too pricey. I think it's like $15. Let me look it up. Oh, it's still on sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. So it's $15.99. There are 24 shade options. So I picked up W7, which is medium deep with warm undertones, and N8, which is medium deep with neutral undertones. So 7 and 8, but warm versus neutral. It says L'Oreal's True Match Radiant Serum Concealer provides instant dark circle coverage, visibly depuffs eye bags, and helps iron out fine lines. This lightweight crease-resistant formula is infused with 1.5% hyaluronic acid plus caffeine to provide 24-hour hydration and all-day wear. Skincare plus makeup in one swipe. All these brands are doing skincare makeup hybrids, which is not necessarily the best move, because if you incorporate skincare with your foundation, you may be overdoing it with the actives. Just keep that in mind. Corrects like a concealer, hydrates like an eye serum. Okay. All right. The applicator is a little bit different than your typical doe foot. It has this flat bottom. It looks like a clothing iron, right? You know how you iron your clothes? It's a flat top. It's a arrow shape, right? Triangular shape. Let's do this. So this W7 is, like I said, like a medium deep with warmer undertones. It's more yellow, but honestly it's not that yellow. Gonna apply that right under the eyes. You want to come in, don't you? I know. All right, let me come in. So N8 is deeper with a neutral undertone. And if I had to choose just one shade, it would be the N8 because it matches my skin tone. And what I'm doing is pulling some out to cover up some of that area that didn't get covered by the foundation and around my mouth. This also has like a cooling feel. Interesting. But let's go ahead and blend her out. This is my Rare Beauty foundation brush. Is it a foundation brush? No, it's not even Rare Beauty. It's Fenty. It's the pink that's throwing me off. It's the foundation brush, the 110. Apply that. Yeah, like I have been using. So I used the foundation before. So this is not my first impression, but I haven't worn it like on a full day wear test, which I guess I'm going to do today. But the concealer I've also tried out, and I'll tell you right now, I really like the concealer. It blends out really nicely. It gives me just enough coverage without blanking out my skin. And it can work with a lightweight complexion product like this BB cream because it's not full coverage, right? Even though it blanks out that darkness under my eyes. I really like it, and it feels good. It feels good. It looks good. And it applies and blends really well. The shade range is a little questionable. But I found these two shades that work for me. So I'm just going to rock with it for now. And also, I love the applicator. That flat bottom of the doe foot. I love it. It just tap, tap, boom on my skin. So overall, so far, I'm loving how my face looks. Let me increase the brightness a little bit because the lighting's changing just a touch. Let's go in with bronzer. So this is my Juvia's Place cream bronzer. Here's the thing. I've gotten down a bit into the product and now the shimmer is popping up and I don't like that. I applied this in Jamaica and all I could see was sparkle. I looked like a Twilight vampire. It was not cute. I didn't like it, so I picked up a new one. Because I like the product, I just don't like the sparkles in it, which you actually don't have when you initially buy it. It doesn't pop up until you dig a little bit further. Oh my god, but it's such a good color. It's so good and it blends so well. So I use amber And I'm just using a flat top brush to blend that into my hairline and on my forehead. And I'll also apply a little bit to my jawline, but keep it closer to my ear and my hairline. Just tap it lightly. Blend it into my temple. That's how I like to apply my bronzer, so it kind of behaves as a contour as well. It's a good shade. It's a good shade. I just wish it didn't glow because I don't want to glow. Now, why would I want my bronzer to glow, sir? No, I don't. My preferred formula is the Charlotte Tilbury one, but it's Black History Month, so we're using the Black owned brand, okay? And we're also going to use another Juvia's Place product, but first let's go in with the powder, which is my Kosas powder, which makes sense to use their powder with their complexion product. I love my Cloud Set powder. It is one of my favorite things of all time, okay? Next to my Urban Decay powder, which they discontinued, the jerks, but I love this powder. And I did pull out my Urban Decay powder, but I haven't been using it on camera. I use it off camera. But yeah, set everything down. Let me get these palettes out the way. All right, now let's go in with the next Juvia's Place product, which is their Blushed Liquid Blush. These are the matte versions. They've since added a glow version, but it's only available on their website for now. But this you can get at Ulta. These are a little pricey at $18, but you can use coupons, right? The shade I'm going in with is a neon shade, okay? This is Barbie Rose. She's intense. She is intense, okay? So you have to be light-handed. And that's something that you see again. Oh my God. TikTok is ruining the beauty community. It is pissing me off. Everything's viral, or everybody is trying to go viral, so they make the stupidest videos, and I'm so mad. But this white guy was complaining about this blush, about how it was too pigmented and yeah. And I'm like, shut up, like shut all the way up. I swear to God, we can't have anything. Black people make products for themselves, and then here come the naysayers, you know, carrying on about how the product is too pigmented. Then maybe that particular shade wasn't for you. Pick another shade, because there are lighter shades in the range. Like there are pale shades, medium shades, and really rich shades. If you know it's a rich shade, why are you over there? Why you don't see me picking up the pale shades? I did. I did pick up some of the pale shades, okay? And they work for me. Not all of them, but they can work for me. But don't criticize this product because it wasn't meant for you. I use a synthetic brush. This is my Smashbox Blur-In Foundation. It's the Blur-In Foundation, right? No, the Full Coverage Foundation, to press and pounce this out. It's a synthetic brush and it's dense, so I can blend and pounce this product out really well. It looks so good on the skin. This is such a great blush, and it dries down to more of a matte finish. This particular formula, like I said, they have the glow version now. So if you had drier skin, maybe you can try that out. But I love how soft this product can be and how it just looks beautiful on the skin. So what I normally do is blend this out. I have a full video where I'm going to swatch these out for you, so you'll see that as well. But you don't have to be afraid of this product. Just like with the Rare Beauty blushes that were really pigmented, people also kind of complained about them. But then people also complained about the Danessa Myricks Beauty blushes, and I'm like, I side-eye people that criticize pigmentation in blush products and complexion products. Sometimes think outside of yourself, okay? Maybe it isn't about you. The what about me-ism, you need to let it go, okay? It's not for you. You don't see me picking up the lightest concealer and saying, oh, this is just way too light for me. What may I pick it up for? I could tell that it was too light. I could tell. It's not my shade, so what am I doing, right? So this blush, again, I love it. It blends out really well. It looks good on the skin, and it looks like second skin, and it interacts with complexion products and powder products really well. So you see I layered it over powder, and it's fine. It's fine. So what should I do? Let me go ahead and apply my mascara, and I'll be right back to do like lips and everything on camera. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, so we are back, and I did do some tweaking with the eyeshadow just to build up the colors and make sure that they blended okay. And I applied a little bit of a brow highlight, which is just my Sugar Pill heart-shaped cookie. And mascara, lashes, very light lashes. Let me make sure everything looks copacetic. All right. Going in with a little bit of black liner on my lower waterline. Oh my God. If I had more time, I would do a little bit more color in this look, but I feel like it's satisfactory. I have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So yeah, I had a meeting just now that I had to get on. I know, I'm like multitasking. So here are the eyes. Yeah, like I said, I don't think I need to do anything else. Should I though? Let me just go into my palette since it's right here and grab a little bit of the dark purple and run it on the lower lash line. The dark purple in my palette is called Petal. I need to memorize the names because they're the wrong names in this palette like I mentioned. So, run in just a little bit of that on that lower lash line. And let me blend that out so it's not too far down. I think this foundation combination with the concealer and the powder and everything looks really good so far. Looks really nice. All right, lips. We need to do something quick and easy. I'm going to be eating, so I don't need anything crazy. So I'm going to do a trick that I have been doing with my lip glosses. A little bit of liner, just a neutral lip liner. This one is from Lisa Eldridge in the shade Sorcery. Just to blank out the darker areas of my lip line. Just to kind of neutralize it, because they can look great under lip colors, right? Then I'm gonna go in with the Creativity shade, just making sure I have the right shade first, which is the Sheer Lip Gloss in the collection. So this one is a little bit on the warm side. So it's a peachy sheer gloss with a little bit of pinky, purpley shimmer to it. Rub your lips together. And then going in with Brilliance, which is the really bright coral. And hot that on the center. What this is going to do is give this popsicle effect. So you concentrate the color just on the center, not on the outer part. Use a clear gloss on the outer part of your lip. And that will give you the little bite of popsicle right there, right? So it looks like you've been sucking on a popsicle in the summer. And you got a little bit of staining, but it's not like a full lip color. So here you have it. Here's the final look, and I absolutely love it. I love color, you know this. So this eyeshadow is definitely right up my alley. It's a little bit deeper and a little bit more smoky than I originally was anticipating doing. You know, because it's like dark purple and all this. I wasn't going to do all of that, but I think it turned out really, really well. Face, cheeks, everything looks nice. I will wear these products some more and give you my final thoughts, but initial impressions are the foundation. This little blur tint thing, it's not a foundation. Let me correct myself. It's a tinted gel cream. I like it. I like it a lot. It doesn't look glowy at all on the skin. It does blur a little bit without doing too much. It's just light coverage. It evens out the skin. The concealers, I really love the concealers. These L'Oreal concealers are really nice. I love how they apply. I love how they feel. I love how they blend. I love the coverage, and I love the price point. Concealers get a thumbs up. The tint, I'm still working on. Like the gel cream, still working on that one from Kosas. We're gonna do a wear test, see how long it wears. The cheek product, this blush, I love it. And I think people need to shut up if you don't know how to apply a pigmented product. Like I said, check out my video for like face swatches and also like tips and techniques on how to use this and apply this. The eyeshadows, so far so good. We're gonna keep using them, but here you have it. I love this final look. Let me know what you guys think, and should I give you a little look at the dress? Yes, I should. I absolutely should. So here's what the dress looks like. I definitely need double-sided tape, which I do because my boobs don't fall out, and then I have nipple covers on. But here's the dress, and here's the back of the dress, which I absolutely love. Oh my god. But I'll insert a lengthwise view so you can get a better look at it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed getting ready with me, enjoyed chatting it up. I will leave a full list of all the products used and mentioned down below in the description box, along with links on where you can pick them up. If there's an asterisk next to any of those links, that indicates that it is an affiliate link, which means I'll get a small sales commission if you make a purchase through those links. It doesn't change the sale price, it just gives me a kickback if you use my link, so I truly appreciate you shopping through my link. There are also YouTube shopping links that also act as affiliate links. I have super thanks and channel memberships, which is another way you can contribute to the channel. Kind of give me a tip if you like the content, because I get to put right back into it, alright? And other than that, you can follow me along on my Instagram and Twitter. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.